Folks, this is Invest Now America. Pretty excited about this program because I always absolutely love, enjoy speaking with local entrepreneurs. The United States economy is one of the most powerful economies in the world. And the primary reason why is entrepreneurs and small business owners, entrepreneurs like DeShawn and Kamesha we have with us today. Now, just before we started recording, as usual, my audience knows, my listeners know, you guys know that I often talk to my guests, and before I thought I was saying the company name they represent properly. I was not saying it properly, so I'm not going to try it again, and then because it's just going to frustrate my tech guy who's going to have to do some extra editing. So I have DeShawn, I have Kamesha. DeShawn, can you do me a favor and can you pronounce for us the company that you represent?
Sure. The name of the company is Primerica. Primerica Financial Services.
American National Services. Now, I'm not very familiar with that company. What product or service do you offer?
So we offer several products and services. We're most known for term life insurance and different investment products.
All right, so you're mostly known for term life insurance. Okay, that's what you said. And you said investment products?
Correct.
Okay. Through my program, I really do a chess program. And lately we've been doing chess and financial literacy. And I'd love to get your feedback on this. One thing I found in speaking with so many young people is that they are fantastic consumers. There's a lot of things they're into. They talk about it. In one particular class, they brought up Nike. I brought up Nike. And all the kids raised their hand as far as, yeah, I'm wearing Nike or I have some Nike clothes. But then I said to them, okay, well, why don't you become a Nike shareholder? Have you guys ever considered that? And they had no clue as to what I was talking about. No clue. I said, no, you can buy Nike stocks. Didn't you know that? And I had one student say, what are you talking about? So, I don't know, in the course of you doing your business, if you find that kind of general, I guess you might say, ignorance about investment, about people's ability to invest in the stock market or publicly traded companies.
We do, yeah. When we sit down with folks, you'd be surprised that there's a lot that people just don't know. They're the lack of knowledge when it comes to investments or our life insurance, which is why we try to target. We love to work with young people as well. The sooner you get to them, the better.
Right, because what I picked up on when I speak to a lot of people like yourself, they say there's no such animal as getting into the stock market too soon, or buying. I think you said investment products. There's no such animal as buying it too soon. The sooner the better. Am I saying that right?
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. And so, Kamesha, let me ask you a few questions. Now, your husband, DeShawn, specifically said we're known for term life insurance. What is that?
Well, term life insurance is life insurance that doesn't come with a cash value. So you have we break it down in two different parts. Like there's term that's over a period of time. Like you have 15 years, 20 years, 25 years. And there's another group of life insurance that comes with cash values, such as like your whole life and your universal policies. We specialize in term policies because we believe those are the purest form of life insurance policies. We believe that you can use your money with those policies to invest your money better. There's better options than investing in life insurance policies.
Okay. But let's say I get some term life insurance and I kick the bucket, Can my family my family get some money that they can use to bury me?
Yeah. So with term life insurance, that's why we say to buy term, because your family will get all of those benefits that come to you with term policies.
All right, but it sounds pretty expensive, is it?
No, actually, term life insurance policies is usually cheaper than cash value life insurance policies.
Okay. And,
So
and
that's
the
what.
the reason why I sort of focus on it is because, in my family, we had some deaths, obviously. And let me tell you, guys, it was a struggle for us to bury them, to find the money to bury our family. One time, we actually had to do a GoFundMe. And I remember somebody saying to me, he said, dude, don't feel ashamed about it. You'd be surprised the number of folks just don't have the money to bury their their family members. They have to do things like GoFundMe. But I wish there was a better way to bury my loved ones than to have a fish fry. So,
Yeah, and that's what we like to educate our community about. Like, we like to try to educate our community about the whole. People don't see life insurance as part of the financial literacy part. That's part of being financially stable, is having life insurance and having investments and having all of your being debt free. That's part of being financially well. Having your financial house in order is
okay.
that's a part of your foundation.
I get that. But I'm a little bit of an old fart. I cannot ever recall, and Deshawn, I'd like you in particular to respond to this, ever recall taking a financial literacy class.
Well, honestly, prior to about maybe 5 years ago, neither had I. And so I'm not surprised to hear you say that, unfortunately. But again, like my wife said a minute ago, that's something that we're looking to change here in Louisville, is offering those classes to everyone, regardless of your age. It's something that we all need.
Yeah, that's something that our community isn't taught a lot about. Like, when we sit down and talk to people, they're like, this is not what we talk about in our family. This is not conversations that we have in our family. And this is the kind of conversations that we need in our families. Like, we don't talk about money in our families. And we like to change that, because we have kids, our children are like 13, and we have these conversations about money. We're open about finances because they need to know before they get out into the world, and the world is real and money's real, and they need to know these things and be prepared.
I'm glad I'm glad you put it that way, because that was the situation. When my father died, I mean, we never had those as you say, those kind of conversations. So because he lacked a will, we lost a home that today is extremely expensive, very good neighborhood. And if we had kept that home, it just would have been something good to have. We lost that home. We lost so many other things. And when I was out there running to college, I felt as if I wasn't just starting at point zero, but I felt that I was even starting negative. And
Right.
I had to learn the hard way about about money.
Yeah.
And so, but you guys almost sound like really educators. Would you?
I would say so. Yeah, I don't look at myself, and I'll speak for my wife here too. I don't think either one of us look at ourselves as just licensed insurance agents or just fill in the blank. We really like to take an education first approach. We consider ourselves to be financial coaches, really. One to educate and serve the community on these important topics.
Yeah, when we sit down with our clients, we never want to push our products. We want you to walk away being educated first and foremost. We want you to know about wills. We want you to know about the importance of life insurance. We want you to know about
what is a mutual fund?
What is a mutual fund and how to invest. We want you to walk away with being educated and to be open to having these conversations with your family first and foremost, because we can sell you products, but if you don't know how to use them and you don't know how to talk to your family about them, then it was pointless to have these talks with you, because you need a will, you need to know how to estate plan and things like that.
Yeah.
So first and foremost, we want to educate our community about those things before we even like sell you the product. Because if you don't know how to use it or the importance of it, you're not going to keep up with it.
Right.
And then it'll be pointless of having a life insurance, because you won't pay your premium, because you won't know the importance of it.
Right. And you know, it's, I mean, you guys are educating, yes, but you're educating really on things that are just life saving, life enhancing.
Yeah.
The way I see it, because, you know, you mentioned wills. Well, I wish someone had emphasized that to me or my father. We wouldn't have started off the way we did. He did not have a will. And as a consequence, we lost a lot.
Something that DeShawn and I had to go learn basically on our own as we was navigating our life. And then we was like, this is important information that we had to learn. So we wanted to teach others. So we started studying about it, and we started getting licensed, and we started getting certified in these things, because we were like, this is important information that we need to take to our families and to our communities. And they need to know these things, because this is important information that we need to share.
Yeah. Well, you're absolutely, yeah, I mean, you're 100% right. It is absolutely vital information. And I'm glad you guys are doing it. But how can people reach you? How can people connect with you guys?
So we can be reached through, I'll give you my email is Deshawn.Manning at Primerica.com. We can be reached by phone, 502-572-4798. Also, you can check out our website, Primerica.com/Deshawn.Manning.
Okay. All right.
Our social media.
I'm sorry. Yes, you could also follow us on social media on Legacy Builders, DeShawn Kamesha Manning on Facebook and Instagram.
Okay. You say, and Facebook and Instagram, and you said Legacy Builders?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Legacy Builders with DeShawn and Kamesha Manning.
Okay. And why did you call it Legacy Builders?
Well, because that's what we're doing. That's what we're about. We're about teaching people how to be good stewards of what God's blessed them with, and how to leave a legacy, not just not only just financially, but also legacy is by not only leaving money to them to create generational wealth, but also what you instill in them as well. So.
Okay. You about to say something, sister?
Yeah, we want to leave something for our children. We want to leave something for our great-grandchildren. And we also want to leave something for our community and for other people's families to leave something for their children. So we're about leaving legacies throughout all our community for everybody's family. So
Bible says to leave an inheritance to your grandchildren.
There you go. Hey, that's a good way to conclude today. I really appreciate you guys working this out, and I really appreciate your work. And I want to urge my listeners to not only connect with you guys, but also to share this with other people, because I can't think of anybody who couldn't benefit from what you guys are offering. I mean, I honestly can't think of anybody. I mean, maybe Bill Gates, but Warren Buffett, but other.
It's a sure list for sure.
Yeah, this is you guys you're touching on everybody. And as the sister said, particularly in our community. So I want to appreciate this time you spent with me, and I want to urge people to connect with you. And hopefully maybe we can do this again sometime.
Well, yeah, thank you so much for having us. We look forward to being back with you sometime.
All right, brother. Thank you.